Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
But I can't see
Serena?
her face.
Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
There's no, I'm sitting down, so I guess that's why I can't move.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill. The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
Having some trouble understanding the controls. It's quite fidgety. Joe stood up. The things that keep us tired. Common sense and other fairy tales. Nephilim, the greatest mystery of the antediluvian world. That's a... Okay. Vohall Strikes Back, the official hint book. Zombie space dinosaurs from the deep ate my family. My guess are these are credits?
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this.
Horton hears some unpleasant truths about himself.
The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
I would not describe it as a vanilla smell, but okay. How I learned the devil's music.
I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights.
Some of these are references to old adventure games. Maybe all of them. And maybe not.
Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Why wouldn't her books still be here? How Space Quest ruined my life. Alright.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Getting very poetic about the loss of his wife.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
What? So some things have VO and others...
Somewhere in here,
Do
in
not.
her private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her. This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right?
It's very Silent Hill. Well, that's weird. They almost look like dead children. She's completely covered in hair.
I miss her so much. How is it possible that I can't remember her face? We had such a wonderful time dining in this cabin. Serena loved to experiment with her cooking.
There's very few interactive objects.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Before I go outside, let's make sure
She made this with her own hands. She was really good.
we check everything in here first. Come love with peace in your heart, said Niam of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow-white mare. Come, oison, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, play your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days, our sun and sky and rainbow ways. I don't recognize it.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Oh, is this another I killed my wife thing? Yo.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it.
Apparently this is Bill Cosby's armoire. Wardrobe. Nothing but sweaters. Alright. I get it.
We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard, but I don't remember that ever being an issue between us.
So if he has something to say, we get the spyglass. If not, it's just this looks. I guess this is the neutral hand because it's clenched. Well, not clenched, but closed, so it can't do anything. Initially, I thought it was pickup, but that's not the case. And then to get out, you want it pointing down.
For some reason, light bulbs wouldn't last long in this lamp. I never looked into it. She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here. Our refuge from the world. A place of warmth and passion.
Yeah, in a decrepit cabin in the woods, I'm guessing.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
That was slightly agitated, wasn't it? Can't quite make out what that is. Just magazines, I guess.
Unlike its sibling, this lamp would last for months.
Clearly no one's been here in a while.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
Is there? It's an old wallet. I'm guessing this is his stuff. Ah,
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth. sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it.
Copes. Well, buds. So it's...
And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. A luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
So...
I should look around some more. I have to remember her face.
yeah. Clearly they were in love. He had some sort of issue. Some sort of issue that she helped him with, or couldn't help him with, and wanted to. Let's set up
There's a
something.
strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? Hers. I used it too, when shaving. They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Blood pressure medicine. Maybe related to rage or stress. Maybe PTSD.
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Can I take them?
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? Comme une évidence. Serena's favorite perfume.
I can't look in the mirror. Usually, when someone can't look at themselves in the mirror, it's an indication of guilt. I mean, did they have 3 daughters, or...? True friends stand by each other through any adversity.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Alright, I've missed something. Maybe if I look at the
I could
photo
tell
again.
plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece. The dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions. And there were many more to come.
Ah!
My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Well, I can see her, so... Dreamcatcher.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust?
Here,
I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid.
you can hear hints of murder and some sort of laughter in the background.
I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments. Why? I might just as well stay here.
Alright. I'm missing something. But it won't let me open the most obvious things.
Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happen to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
What am I missing? I'm hoping this isn't one of those frustrating situations where something I previously interacted with now has new information because of the other object.
Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you're feeling lost.
Uh-huh.
Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before.
I do.
Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire.
Be honest, does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck, her firm bottom.
Damn you, Bill Cosby. Alright.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly care?
Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house?
We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar.
Is time actually going by? Need to pay more attention. Nothing in here.
She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it. I've been so immature about these. Even resorted to the old pill under the tongue trick more than a few times. She deserved better.
Wait a minute. So he didn't take his meds.
I tried to flush these a long time ago, but someone noticed, as if she cared about my impotent life.
Okay.
High blood pressure. What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I'll torture myself trying to remember.
Alright, so what I've missed is that the dialogue that progresses actually changes the meaning of the object over time. So let us see.
How could I have been so blind? Her vanity. Always fixing her hair before bed.
This guy definitely murdered her.
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? Too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. The clock did not change time. It's still 3:30. But I heard the clock go off as the time was passing. So I'm not sure if it's a time element where his views are changing as his medication wears off, or what.
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Just heard that one before. Let's go look at her picture again. I'm thinking it might have changed. Yeah. No, she's quite grumpy.
She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that? I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
That's my cue that I've got all the information.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Trying to find meaning in this, but it's difficult. It's got the woods, maybe a portal, a spirit realm. This person's holding something. Assuming it's a person. Can't tell. I'm more curious about this. Did they have 3 children?
A part of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them. Everything she wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me?
Well, that's weird. It was sweaters before, and now it's denim. Or maybe I've triggered a different drawer. That's just a different drawer. There's the Cosby sweaters.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, it's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me?
Okay, these are some of the things he probably said to her.
God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly, menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I torture myself trying to remember. How could I be so inconsiderate? Did this stupid lamp destroy my marriage?
No.
I will fix it. In case she comes back. I haven't got any bulbs on me, and I didn't bring any tools. Wait, what am I thinking? Why am I worrying about a stupid lamp? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Mm-hmm. Kind of stuck. Oh, there we go. Can I open this now? Probably not. Ah! Not a body.
It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, it used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation. Because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story. I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
So...
Now I remember. It was me all the time. I lost her, and it's all my fault.
Maybe?
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
So the letter basically says she left. And he's obviously a writer, but he's not doing anything with his writing other than self-indulgent crap, according to her. He wrote this. Wait, it's different. Changeable man, insolent wretch. Who was it made the first overtures, named love unending as time endures? Even as we rode across my father's realm, the mystic sea burnished thy poet's helm. Know this, scribe it in thy final sketch. Spell thy love without fault to the fay, or end the life without feat of mortal play.
Is this where she kept her secrets? I should take a look inside. Where to put it?
I sit here on the train, taking me to my...
Hey.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
They had a complicated relationship. Has other stuff changed, or am I just to go to the armoire now? I'll test it here.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Nope, we've exhausted that. So I'm guessing the armoire is the final destination.
I hate her so much. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Okay, maybe not. We should go look at her picture again. She's going through stages of grief, I think.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Maybe not. First one's denial. Because initially he indicated she might come back. That would be denial. She could still be dead in that armoire. This still eludes me as to the meaning.
I hate her so much. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it?
Gone.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself? I'm too upset to even think straight.
I'm missing something.
I hate her so much.
Anger is one of the stages. Next one's bargaining, I think.
That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now! It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
What picture?
It feels darker by the minute, but the sun is still high in the sky. Or is it? I feel so turned around. It can't be happening.
What can't be happening?
No. I can still see even if the light is going. I'm not turning it on. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Did the light recede? I didn't notice.
Why torture myself? I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though. Even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. I'm too upset to even think straight. She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural? How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again.
Doesn't hurt.
The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me.
Did she cheat on you or something?
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Your blood pressure medicine? No, nothing going on there.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with... And then you toppled us on the snow. You...
These stay consistent. So there's that. Alright. I believe I've exhausted this.
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Let me see if the picture has changed? No.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Am I missing something?
Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat.
Oh, here we go.
She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times.
Huh. That would be your wedding ring.
Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I hate her so much. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything?
Those earrings, right?
She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right?
This guy's a loon.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited.
Lying about what?
If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine.
Okay.
Why torture myself? Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Oh,
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't. How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed?
so what I think I'm hearing is his wife conversing with someone while he hides in the closet. Because it's muffled, similar to how the conversation would have been muffled if he had been hiding in the closet listening in.
No. No! This isn't happening! It's dry and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been?
Is it her, though?
I can't even remember how I did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Alright, I've exhausted that. There's nothing else in here.
Please, let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death, what dreams may come.
Uh-huh.
I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. It... What have I done? Is this purgatory? Job, was it? Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest.
If this were purgatory, you wouldn't be here because purgatory is not for murderers. Murderers go to hell.
To hell with this book.
So as I exhaust things now, the hand goes clenched on
My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment? I wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me.
Belladonna is a poison. Did he poison his wife?
I should electrocute myself with that lamp.
Now it's all regret, which I think is the last... No, it's not the last stage.
I don't need to see that horror any better. Is there someone out there? Or am I hearing things? I'm not taking any chances by turning this on.
Are the voices from outside?
I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose. This rug. I could wrap the body in it. No, I can't. I can't even think about this. It's grotesque. Red like blood. Yellow like dead eyes.
Clock stopped.
Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds? I've really gone insane this time, haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer?
Nothing there.
Would death be guaranteed? If I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. No light. Only darkness. When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair? They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp, streaming behind you in your wake.
That's a myth, by the way. Your hair does not grow after you're dead. It's simply your skin receding due to dehydration.
Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but now, I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now, this is real. No dream was ever like this. I can't touch it. It was hers. What did I do to my love?
The last stage of grief is acceptance, by the way. So he's accepting that he
What's
killed her.
happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? Wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills I never took? Is this my punishment? It smells sour and musty, like decay. Evidence. Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this.
Oh, that's clever.
I didn't deserve her. Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it. She's not coming back. She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it?
This could still be a metaphorical room. He may be dying and she's still alive. And he feels like he killed the relationship. Which would be accurate.
And then he toppled us on the...
Yeah. I think... Let's go over here. Aha. The twist of wind Oysten fell hard on his homeland ground, watched his mount flee, looked up and found a silent banshee. Crone of silver hair, how came I here, stranger as all on time's rocking bier? Thou art old, but recall to me a bard I knew in youth, now make way, man's husk. I go bury my past in the crimson dusk.
The body? It's... No, I can't. I can't escape this nightmare! It might as well be a coffin. Everything within it is just dead. I should bury my sorry self in it. All those memories. I'm so sorry, Serena. I loved you.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my...
Yes, yes. Your final farewell. She obviously came back. I'm a bit confused. Whoa.
My face? What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment?
Or maybe you're the one who's truly dead.
It's like looking into a mirror. I've just been slowly rotting inside all along. Until I took her life. I am a demon. A destroyer. Impure.
Wait a minute. I did not notice that over there.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Okay. There's the twist.
Oh shit! You forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No! Not like this! Please! No!
That was interesting. So obviously there's the double cross. She killed him in the end. Belladonna was what she used on him. So she poisoned him with meals. That's why he was obsessing about the food. Unfortunately, there's no way to turn down the music or anything like that, as there's no options menu. So, let's see. Serena Nelson. Just waiting to see if there's any after credits stuff. how long do I wait? So, clearly, he was probably an abusive guy. Oh, game's over. I'll go to Talkie Head. So it was clearly an abusive relationship of some kind. He was manipulating her, and or she felt that he was manipulating her, and he was content to basically continually get mad at her about stupid stuff. I mean, a lot of people have those kinds of relationships where they just let it peter out into semi-abusive. Instead of talking about stuff, they just get more and more angry at each other until something bad happens. And in this case, the bad thing that happened was she killed him with poison. She poisoned him in a meal, presumably, assuming that all the things that they put out there were clues for us. He was like, "Oh, her meals tasted like crap." Well, maybe that's because she was putting belladonna in it. Now you're dead. So, it's an interesting little adventure game. Some of the mechanics were quite confusing at first. Setting aside that they didn't follow traditional stuff, that's fine. I don't mind that at all. But I wasn't sure about which direction the pointer was going in at various times. I wasn't sure what the interactions were, and I didn't catch on about exhausting the dialogues until about the midpoint of the game. And it did have one of the various trappings of adventure games, which is that you need to exhaust a set of things and then go back to something previously that you had done in order to open it. Usually that's done in the form of a key or an item that allows you to open something that you previously couldn't, such as like a crowbar that allows you to open a padlock door or something like that. So they skipped that and just did it with metaphorical keys, memories, and that worked out really well given that the premise of the game is that you're dead. But until I recognized that, I have no idea what's going on. I think it worked. I think it worked really well, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun experience, and I appreciate games that are more short these days because I don't have a lot of free time. So I hope you guys enjoyed Serena as well. I'm going to end my stream here. I got some stuff to do, game design stuff, and then I hope you'll check out Serena on your own in case you missed part of this broadcast or don't